Welcome back to another live edition of the daily live stream. We are looking at a very fantastic project right now called Genius Yield DEX. And so attention all Bitcoin hodlers, if you're a Bitcoin holder checking out the channel, what I'm trying to do is educate you. And we have a very special project right now that I think you're going to like, because for the first time in history, in all of crypto, we have a project that is taking the brilliance of the Satoshi vision. Satoshi Nakamoto, the anonymous founder of Bitcoin, created a technology that introduced blockchain to the world. And this technology, without getting way into it, is a eUTXO model of accounting, different than the account-based model that we are familiar with in traditional banking. In our traditional bank accounts, if you have $100 in your bank account and you send Alice $10, $10 will leave your bank account and 90 will remain. And that's what we've been stuck with forever, this account-based system. UTXO, the unspent transaction output model developed by Bitcoin, works like this. If you have $100 in your account and you're trying to send someone $10, all $100 will leave your account. See, that's the difference. Not just $10. All $100 will leave your account. 10 now will go to the person you're sending the $10 to, and 90 will come back to your account. That's different. And we're not going to get into it. What we're going to get into today is the power of Genius Yield decentralized exchange. Having recently launched less than 2 months ago, it is making waves. It is a project built on the Cardano layer 1 blockchain, because Cardano has developed off of the UTXO model. There is no other blockchain out there that has built its layer 1 off of the brilliance of the UTXO model, the brilliance of security. The security of the UTXO model Bitcoin is what keeps Bitcoin alive, is what everybody's talking about. It's why it's a store of value. It's why it's a trusted blockchain. So Ethereum, if you're an Ethereum holder, welcome. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Cardano Ecosystem, one of the greatest communities out there. And Genius Yield is one of the greatest communities within the Cardano ecosystem. So welcome. I hope that you see this video with some light in your eyes, because you might learn something new. And if you are in the Genius Yield platform right now and you're experimenting with the DEX, if you're experimenting with the power of how to utilize these UTXOs in the form of market making and concentrating your liquidity, you're going to learn a lot too, because I'm going to take you through this DEX in real time. I set up a test wallet and we're going to make some limit orders, and I'm going to give you some knowledge on how to set strategy. Not that you should set the strategy, but you're going to understand maybe a little bit how Genius Yield works, because it is revolutionary to all of crypto. Crypto right now, the crypto land, works in what they have as developed by Uniswap on the Ethereum side as an AMM style DEX, which is an automated market maker DEX. And this is where you would provide liquidity into this DEX by supplying two tokens of equal value. You're going to supply ADA and you're going to supply GENS tokens, for instance, on an AMM DEX. And Cardano is filled with AMM DEXs. And it's now possible to supply one side of an order book and concentrate your liquidity such that you remove the phenomenon of impermanent loss entirely. So when you're supplying two of those tokens in an AMM DEX of equal value, and markets move and prices change, you are signing into this agreement that you will literally be selling the token that's always going up in value, and you'll be accumulating more of the token that's lower in value. And it's backwards thinking and impermanent, and that's what they call impermanent loss. And so Genius Yield has come with a solution not only to solve impermanent loss, but to utilize the power of the UTXO made possible by the Cardano blockchain. So without any further ado, we're going to check out Genius Yield. We're going to look at their website. If you've never been to the website, we're going to check their roadmap out. We're going to look a little bit at their documents, and I'm going to take you on a journey of Genius Yield DEX, because right now it is in the very beginning stages. So there could be a lot of opportunity for you if this video finds you in time. All right, so share this thing like wildfire. Bring your friends into it, especially if they're these Bitcoin hodlers sitting over here on the sidelines thinking that Bitcoin might be the only option for them, okay? Or even Ethereum players, right? Bring them over here and let them understand. I'm trying to create an army of educated individuals that go beyond the FUD and the FOMO of what you might hear day to day in the crypto world. All right, so let's take a look at Genius Yield. And as you can see, this beautiful website, unlocking DeFi for everyone. The all-in-one platform that combines an order book DEX with an automated yield optimizer. That can sound like a mouthful. Now, I have done videos on Genius Yield before. You can find them in our video history here at Derek On Chain. But today we're going to do a special upgrade because now I've had some time to really integrate with this DEX. They have several announcements that are fantastic coming up, and there's going to be some iterations that will be really nice for you to hear about. Okay, so you can launch the app. We're going to go there. You can stake gens. That's in the app. We're going to go there. Why Cardano? It's a third generation blockchain. Okay, based on peer review research, offering transformative functionalities unmatched on other smart contract blockchains. It has been my view that Cardano will win the smart contract race. It will win the smart contract race, in my view. Why Genius Yield? It is an opportunity to utilize the instrument of DeFi, decentralized finance, in an incredible way. Now, right now, it's in its MVP. And by MVP, I mean minimum viable product. So it is very difficult to use the DEX right now. Not very difficult. That's why I'm going to show you. That's another reason I'm doing this video, so that you can see how to utilize the DEX, because it is different than all these other DEXs where it's like plug and play. Now, Genius Yield will have the plug and play features where you just click a button, sit back, and let your positions gain yield. That's coming over time. But right now, it's a little bit more of a manual process. Right? We're not driving the automatic car yet. We're driving the stick shift here with Genius Yield. It's democratizing DeFi for anyone. It is one of the truly decentralized projects. Right? Bitcoin Satoshi's vision was all about decentralization, giving people the power, giving the power back to the people. Genius Yield is the only truly decentralized DEX out there right now. I mean, I'm saying it's the only truly decentralized DEX, meaning you could operate in the back end of this DEX. Everything is open source. Wow. It's awesome. Problem and challenge. We're just kind of sliding through their website here. You're going to get the solutions. It's AI powered. By the way, we'll get into the team here. Marvin Burton is the CSO. He is a fantastic AI developer. Actually developed AI that helped detect cancer. And he's over here as the CSO building that AI stack that's going to live on top of the Genius Yield platform. Powerful Genius Yield. While all this stuff is up and coming, I like to bring these videos to you all to where there is space for you to get involved, right? There's tons of space for you to get involved. There's so much space to take action and leverage the advantage of being a first early adopter in something, right? So here's the roadmap. They got phases, the DEX redistribution, second round of audits, which they're going through right now, and a DAO integration, a decentralized autonomous organization integration. That means if you hold GENS tokens, you're going to be able to have voting power that you can use to vote on projects or decisions that are making in the platform. Okay. Phase 2, DEX improvements like the charts you'll see. Bug bounty program launch, the market maker bot development, updating the staking options. They got smart swaps, DEX smart contract open sourcing. And then this is what I'm really excited about, right? This AI powered smart liquidity vault that will run in parallel, actually on top as a separate product that integrates with Genius Yield because of the parallelism features that the eUTXO framework allows. So get ready. Here we go. We got the team. Dr. Lars Brunez and Marvin Burton are two individuals that I'm familiar with. I've seen a lot of their videos, almost every single one of their videos. I've researched them in great depth. And Lars Brunez is no stranger to the Cardano community. If you're here from the Cardano community, cheers to you. You're in the right place. You know what's up. You know where it's at. And you probably know Lars Brunez. He is the Plutus Pioneer teacher. My man Lars has been traveling the world teaching Plutus, smart contract language developed by Cardano, to individuals all over the world. And so you got the actual teacher of the Plutus smart contract language as the chief technical officer of Genius Yield. And then you got Marvin Burton. This guy is an entrepreneur. Amazing. There's a lot to say about him. Right now, they launched Maestro, which is a really fantastic platform that I did a video about before. You can check that out as well. And he also is an AI developer he's known for his work in AI as it relates to detecting cancer. And so he's in many other projects as well, but he's going to be the builder, the chief scientific officer developing the AI stack for Genius Yield. That makes me feel excited to hear that. If you type in Dr. Lars and Marvin Burton and Genius Yield or whatever in your YouTube, you'll find videos where you can hear from them yourself. Okay, they're in the media. And what I always recommend, join the Discord. Join the Discord. I was like late to the game on Discord. I didn't want to be into the Discord. A couple years ago, I started Discord as a way to vet projects. Join the Discord. It's an incredible community. Shout out to Mary, who is one of the moderators, and Low Viking King is another incredible moderator. There's a great community in there. They're going to answer any one of your questions related to Genius Yield. They'll give you all the answers to your concerns that you'll ever need. It's a great community. So join their Discord. It's always best practice to do that. Say hi. If people respond back to you and you feel good about the community, you might feel better about the project. Okay? And so we're going to kind of go back up. Now, if we would click this, we got resources. We're going to look at the docs. So if we click docs, I already got it opened. This is a great resource. One of the other powers of Genius Yield is the amount of resources that they're going to have here for you. And we're going to get to the Genius Academy in a little bit, which is something else that they offer. They also have a launch pad built as a sister product to Genius Yield. So the Genius X Launchpad is a launchpad that helps startups. So yeah, there's some powerful waves being made here that I am certain people are not aware of. That is the focus of this video, to make you aware of what the power is happening and building here behind the scenes where nobody's looking. And we know Warren Buffett, right? Warren Buffett's always like, find out the little diamonds in the rough where no one's looking. That is where true change and revolutionary wealth can be created, when you find those opportunities where no one's looking, right? If you're over there where everyone's looking, I mean, how good is your potential, right? So it's so wonderful. And this is like a distilled version of their white paper. They're going to have everything that you're going to need to know here. And take this in chunks. Check it out in chunks. You're going to be able to understand the staking dApp features, how to stake Gen's tokens. They will give you step-by-step instructions on all of that. The tokenomics. This is a small cap token. There's only 100 million of these tokens available in the circulating supply, or in their max supply. Right now, I think there are 45 plus million tokens out right now circulating, and over 18 million plus staked. So you have in the circulating supply right now, almost 40% of these tokens staked. And they're coming up on 50% of their tokens to be released, right? And over the next few years, the next 3 years or so, this number is going to dramatically decrease. So the opportunity to gain some of these tokens through their staking vaults right now is right here for you. And that's another reason why I want to put out this video. Governance, utility. They're going to talk about the utility of the token, the governance, their ISPO, all of that good stuff. It's wonderful. I'm constantly referring back to this document here when I have questions, or when I'm like trying to understand what Genius Pay is, and looking at their roadmap. Okay, you can go down, and I highly recommend going down the rabbit hole of their white paper. A parallelizable DEX for the eUTXO based blockchain. If you don't know what E is, that's Cardano's implementation of what they call the extended UTXO. So they took all the principles of Bitcoin and they extended it for smart contract ability, right? So Ethereum is different. Ethereum is an account-based model, not a UTXO. And so Ethereum, we congratulate Ethereum because they brought smart contracts into the world. And we thank Cardano because Cardano kept the vision of the eUTXO revolution and extended that to accept smart contracts. And actually, in my view, like I already said it before, I'll say it again, smart contracts are way better, way more secure, faster, cheaper. As a developer, you're going to want to work on the Cardano blockchain because of the efficiency. Not only that, the parallelism of this nature where dApps can use off-chain computations to do a lot of the work that doesn't need to be on-chain. Whereas Ethereum, everything's on-chain, and so there's a lot of congestion. All right, I digress on those topics here, but man, I'm telling you, this is another thing, take in pieces and just read it. It's so brilliantly crafted, and you're going to understand what this settlement layer is and the account-based model we just talked about. I have gained such an education from reading this white paper 10 times. I've read it probably now like 10 times in separate pieces. The ways that they have these diagrams sometimes will like trip you out. Not that one, but there are ones out here where you're like, what is going on? And it's just so powerful because this is a new language. This is a new frontier. This is a new entire asset class we're looking at. But it gives you wonderful little diagrams that help you understand the complexity of what the beauty is here with utilizing the UTXOs and creating a decentralized exchange, right? It has not been done yet. So you could tell I'm excited. Now, another feature they have, if you were going back to their website and into the resources, oh, they have over here, Genius Academy. This is brilliant. I've just grown to love this. And if you click that button here, you're going to come to this page, and here's the Genius Academy beta. You can start learning. There's just videos, just tons and tons of free content that will give you such a head start of education and knowledge that no one out there speaking about crypto really understands. And so thank you so much, Genius Yield team, for doing this backbreaking work of allowing us to understand what stablecoins are, what an NFT is, what is yield optimization, what is Web3 we keep hearing about, what are the DEXs, what is Cardano, why is that different, what is this ISPO that we could take advantage of, DeFi, right? These are common terms, but when you click into some of these, I'm telling you, you're gonna get an education. It goes into the history. What is DeFi? Look, I've searched on YouTube or Google, like, what is DeFi? There's nothing compared to what I find here at Genius Academy. Okay. Boom, boom. And something else I want to show you here in Genius Academy, they have all these videos. Great. It's so awesome. You could read, you could watch videos. It's powerful. And then if the white paper was too crazy for you, you can actually type in this little search bar, white paper, Genius Yield Platform White Paper Summary, an order book DEX yield optimizer on Cardano. So you click that, and here you are reading see what I mean about these little diagrams? They're so cool though. I mean, they're so cool. And trust me, if you just spend time looking at this and rereading it and looking at it, it'll start to make sense to you, because the concept of eUTXO account model is different than anything the world has ever been used to. So it's going to not make sense. But when you start to understand it, it makes so much sense. And then you realize, wow, the accounting model that we're all used to in our banking feels like the black and white TV. You could see it will transition to like the black and white TV type of feel, right? I mean, or the rotary telephone, or horse and buggies, right? So they go into this. They distill that white paper down into a fantastic brief here. Advantages of the UTXO model over Ethereum's account-based. This is how I learned it. So you can take some time, and if you're engaged in this exchange, it's kind of your responsibility, in my view, to research this stuff, to understand this. It's not that you should just still throw money into Genius Yield without understanding what it is. And that's the point of all my videos, is that I hope to educate you so that you can be pointed towards an area where you can see for yourself and make your own decisions on some brilliant projects that are staring at you right in the face that you might not understand, right? Because it's what we don't know that we don't know that ends up being missed opportunities. It's not that you didn't know about it, right? It's not that you knew about it and missed out, or maybe that is the case. Maybe you do know about Genius Yield and you missed out about it. But it's normally, when you miss an opportunity, is because you didn't even know that opportunity even existed. And so if you're watching this video right now, you got no excuse. Determinism, security, these are all the UTXO powers of UTXO, right? Security, their smart contract, determinism, parallelism, scalability, composability. Read it. It's so wonderful. Their smart order routers are live right now. If you're techie, if you're into the tech space, they have they have released their open source smart order routers. You can spin them up right now. Smart liquidity vaults. Okay, I'm gonna let you understand, like, these diagrams, one after another. You're like, okay, and they're just brilliant. You could tell that this team is taking massive advantage. Now, if you're in the Discord, and so hi if you're in the Discord, I love chatting with you all in there and going through the ins and outs and the ups and downs in the rocky road right now of Genius Yield. But I'm just so happy that they released their DEX live, working out the kinks. And if you're in the Discord right now, shout out to you, because you are one of the pioneers of this fantastic, innovative DEX. And if you're not, join the Discord and get involved right now. But you might not be aware of. You might be aware of the 20%. So if you're staking Gens tokens right now in the vaults, you're going to get 20% of the trading fees from Genius Yield DEX will be redistributed to the participants of the Gens staking program. But did you know that then 20% of the Genius Yield optimizer fees, the smart liquidity vault fees, will be redistributed to Gens staking program participants also? And so I know that's coming. I know that's coming down the road. But that's just something interesting for me, because they have a great fee sharing program. Their liquidity mining and they're coming out with their yield farming is state of the art. So then there's the conclusion. All right, now let's go back. Here we are. If you go back to their website and you want to launch their app, you're going to come right here. Boom. Here we are. Here we're in the app. We are in the app right now. And you're going to need to link up a wallet. So I've created a test wallet, like a channel wallet here for these videos when I interoperate with some of these platforms, these DeFi platforms. I got one coming out. I'm building one for Smart Places. Just a little shout out, a little spoiler alert, Smart Places. Now that's not even in the portfolio on the live stream, model portfolio, because they're not even out yet. So Smart Places is going to be fantastic opportunity also, because they're not even out here. There's no token to be had. There's just a lot that you could do though. And there's also a synergy between Genius Yield and Smart Places, right? They're in this alliance. So there's some beauty there. There's some beauty that I see with Smart Places, Genius Yield, Genius X, and some of their allied partners. Okay, let's get into it. So we've connected the wallet, and here we are on Genius Yield platform. Now, if you are used to AMM style DEXs, basically they probably look a lot cleaner and crisper at this very moment, because the charts are integrated with TradingView. They have a different look and feel, and so this might look different to you, and that's okay. Genius Yield they're working hard right now. They're going to upgrade the UI experience, the user interface, the UX experience. The charts are going to be updated. It's my view that the order book's going to look clean and updated. This is their first iteration. Okay, so yet again, not financial advice, but maybe a good time to take a look at Genius Yield as an opportunity here. So what do you have up here? You have swap. This is where we're at. You have earn. Okay, we're going to earn. So you can have vault staking or yield farming. And then you can connect a wallet. You could select a staking vault. And here are the options of tokens you could stake in their vault. So you can stake Gens tokens. You can stake NMaker, NTX, NewNet. You can stake Impawa tokens or the Gens X tokens. To get rewards from the DEX, it only counts your stake of Gens tokens. Okay, so if you have Gens tokens staked, you will be able to catch 20% of the fees that happen on the DEX every week. Okay, and there are also NFTs that you can use that will boost your rewards. Now, here's another very important thing to consider. If you are deciding to go to the secondary marketplace like JPG Store to get one of these NFTs, and in their documents, you can see which NFTs there are. Go to that NFT, click on it, and then copy the policy ID first and enter it into this bar here and check to see that there is still remaining time in that NFT to give you rewards. So the vaults are 6-month, 9-month, or 12-month vaults in Genius Yield. I have several of these vaults in my other accounts, and I always choose the year because you're going to get the best APY. Okay, it's obviously if you stake for 12 months, you're going to get more APY than you would if you staked for 9 months, and more than you would for 6 months. And then if you have an NFT, it will boost those rewards additionally on top of those APYs, whether it's 6, 12, or 9. But what happens is, I think that on JPEG Store, where it's not as clear, sometimes you can buy an NFT that says it has the time available, but then when you add it in here, you will see that it might not be the case. So you always want to do due diligence, take the extra step before you pull the trigger to buy these NFTs, and copy the policy ID right in here and check. And that's just a great feature that they have. So thanks Genius Yield to even have that feature so that we can take precaution. I personally have entered 2 NFTs that said they had a year's worth of staking, but when I entered them in here, they did not have a year. They had no time, and one had about 30 days left of time. And so thank you, because I did not buy those NFTs, and there are people that have actually have unfortunately bought those NFTs because they're not taking this additional step. I hope I drilled into that for you there. And so once you have these vaults staked, then you can see right here, we'll have like a window of how many tokens you're staking. And then in real time, you're going to see your rewards that you can harvest after the first 24 hours. And then you can harvest every 24 hours. If you are a part of the accelerated yield event, you can right now for 1 more week. So you might be a little late to that, and that's okay. Due to your trading volume, you can get a portion of the fees on the DEX. So if you're just staking here in one of these vaults, you'll automatically get 20% of the fees. If you're taking part in the accelerated yield event where you are trading actively, you're providing liquidity in the form of market making, which we're about to get into, you will receive an additional 20% of the tokens. And those tokens, both of those, whether you're just staking in the vault or participating in the accelerated yield event, they will be displayed here on a weekly basis. And it's like a basket of tokens, which is also pretty neat in my opinion. I actually like that there's a basket of tokens. So you're going to see all these different little tokens down here that you can just claim in one shot, and boom, they go to your wallet as a reward. Again, no other DEX is doing that. So it's beautiful. You can go to explore. So we have no orders set up yet, but we might change that in a few moments here. And what we're going to do though is look, I always check this out. You can go to the DEX orders, and these are the orders that are happening in real time. So ADA is traded for gens right here. You got Fluid. That's another project on my list to make a video about. They're trading it for ADA, back and forth. You got Fren, you got some Noom, okay? And you can kind of go back into history here and look at some of these projects. You got Sunday Swap, you got LenFi. More and more every day, more and more, the market maker bots are being open source for newer and newer projects. Gens X, you got Liquid. So if you join the Discord, you'll stay current on the announcements. It's pretty exciting, actually. You know, I'm every time one of their announcements comes on, I'm just like super pumped and jazzed for the day, because it's always so exciting when you're involved in a project in the very beginning, when it seems like every time you turn around, there's something else powerful that's happening. You know, that comes with people who are very impatient, and sometimes are impatient to the fact that they want things done now. They want it to happen now. They want it to be easier now. It's because it's like difficult to do this, to set up the market maker bots at this point. What I say to those people is just be patient. Okay, Cardano's inherently taking longer in its roadmap than most projects. Cardano's roadmap, when they put it out, it's the same old song and dance. Like if it doesn't happen exactly when it's stated on the roadmap, people freak out and like start talking all kinds of crazy nonsense and calling it a ghost chain. And if you just sat back and you were patient, you would have seen through the releases of Shelly and Alonzo and the Mary hard forks, Vassal hard forks, and it just continues to happen, right? It just needs to take time because the security measures are more important to the Cardano ecosystem than hitting a check mark on the roadmap, okay? So this is your money. This is your life. This is your blood, sweat, and tears in most cases. I feel comfortable that a project is taking its time a little bit. Like right now, Genius Yield is going through their second audit, which is set to be finished here soon. That's exciting to me, okay? They can't really move forward with new iterations and make this DEX plug and play as they would want to until these audits happen. And these audits are no cakewalk, okay? They're being battle tested and they're breaking the tech as much as they possibly can to make sure that there are no adversaries that are going to come in here and compromise the application. So, just a little bit of patience goes a long way. And in the meantime, you could be reading and understanding and educating yourself on the power of what this actually is so that you can then take advantage and play and provide your liquidity exactly how you want to. That's nothing of an understatement, right? Nowhere else in any DEX can you do that, where you remove impermanent loss. You can actually set your prices, okay? And if you're staking and you're getting rewards, okay, these are essentially free rewards that you're getting. So you can play with those rewards to a certain degree also, okay? So yes, you got World Mobile. See if there's any new ones. You got Jed, okay? SNEC is coming into the scene. There's a lot of tokens, okay? And then they have their resources over here, which I really appreciate for the new user who wants to understand, how to wrap their mind around spinning up a market maker bot, a smart order router. You can check their docs or white paper. Okay, so that's pretty much the DEX so far as we're seeing it. Now here onto the fun stuff. How do we swap? How do we get involved and start to do something here? Now let's try it out. So let me show you something here. How it works. You select 2 tokens that you'd like to trade and enter the amount from tokens that you'd like to sell to tokens that you'd like to buy. Confirm the trade by clicking the place order button. We're doing this in real time, so I'm going to expect that maybe something needs to be refreshed or what have you. So give me some patience if that ends up happening. And so what you have here is limit and market. Okay, and market. What a market order is you can just set the price. You can say I want to sell 100 ADA right now, and what's going to happen? Is it's going to right now in real time. So we got some errors. And that's okay. Those errors are okay. We're going to deal with those errors. You set 100 ADA right here. Right now at this price, which is what we're going to look at, you're going to get 401 gens tokens right now. You can place that order and it'll execute it right away, and you'll just get those 401 gens tokens for 100 ADA. And what that means for you is that you are a market taker. If you are familiar, which you should be to some degree, with centralized exchanges on the pro level, like, everybody's familiar with Coinbase and the US. If you're on the pro level of Coinbase, you're going to see the order book. Okay, so there's going to be red and green. There's going to be buys and sell orders. And the people who are coming in, like if you're just coming into Coinbase and you're just buying something, if you're just buying ADA, for instance, or you're buying Bitcoin or whatever, you are just kind of taking from the market, right? So you're creating a market order. You just want it right now. And sometimes that's powerful. Sometimes you need it right now for whatever reason. You're trying to take advantage of arbitrage somewhere on another exchange or whatever, and you just need that right this very second. So it's there for you. And that's what the power of an order book is that the liquidity is there such that if you need to come in and just buy the token right away, you're going to be able to get that transaction happen. And that's really what the smart order routers are for, created by Genius Yield's technology that are open source for anyone to present one. And you can start a smart order router. They actually can't lose money by nature. And it's brilliant. You read the smart order router resource here and you'll understand more about the smart order routers. But they're going to come in and they're going to help fill orders and throughout the order book, they're going to look for orders that are tuned to how you set these smart order routers. Now, Genius Yield is also coming out with multi-fills and other iterations that are going to help these orders be even executed in a better way. But what I utilize this DEX for, and what the real power of utilizing this DEX for, is the limit order. Okay, now limit orders. Over here, when you're creating a market order, you become a market taker, where you're just getting that token. When you're over here creating a limit order, you're essentially providing liquidity in the order book and becoming a market maker. Okay, and so I highly also recommend that if you're serious about utilizing Genius Yield's brilliance, genius of market making and limit orders, that you should look at videos on traditional stock trading and educate yourself on market making. Okay, so I've done that, probably like 5,000 hours of research. It's out there, and it's awesome, and it'll bend your mind a little bit too, because it's different than just kind of trading like you would imagine. So market making is different in that. So let's just slow down for a second. If you just do a limit order, we're going to do a limit order here, and then I'm going to get back to market making. Okay, because what you're doing when you create a limit order is we're going to try now we want 100. We're going to trade 100 ADA into gens. Now, this little order book icon, we're going to click it. So this is what we do. We look at the order book, right? And this is the MVP, right? This is the first order book. This will start to look incredibly good. Although right now, their MVP, I mean, it's okay. I mean, hats off to Genius Yield for putting together this. It must be so much harder than I could even imagine. And so what you have now is you have a lot of these bids and asks, right? And then what you have in the middle here is the price. If you were just to go ahead and get a market order, that's where you would actually, that's the price per ADA you would actually get the gens for. And so you can set a limit order here, and let's just set a limit order. Let's say we want to buy gens at a lower price than this. We want to buy gens at, let's say, okay, some people see people are setting their limit orders to 0.243. It's lower than the price, right? They're going to set 2.4 up to 2.1 all the way down to some really low ones, 0.006. That, will that ever happen? Who knows? That might happen. So let's say we want to set it at 2.33, like maybe right here around the 2.3 mark. Okay, and so what we're going to see is you're going to come here to the price, and you're going to set your price. Okay, so let's say we want to take a 0.23333. Now we're going to get to these unknown errors in a second if we run into some issues here. We're going to try to place this order. This is how many gens we'd be receiving at the limit order price that we're setting. And it doesn't actually have the fee here, so it probably won't execute. Okay, so it's going to fail. What I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh the page, and then I'm going to go to the Lace wallet. So we have Lace here. I'm going to go to Lace wallet. Oh, Lace. Actually set this thing up. It's awesome. Just read about Lace. It's just a great wallet. One of the high recommended wallets. So here we are. Here's our Lace wallet. We have $210 US worth of value here. 356 ADA in the wallet. So we're going to check and see. I thought I did set the okay, we got collateral is active, and let's see if we have authorized dApps. We got Genius Yield. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to deauthorize the app. They're going to disconnect that app, and we're going to get on out of it. Okay, We're just going to go back to tokens. We're going to go back to Genius Yield DEX there, and we're going to give it a refresh. It should ask us to connect again. Okay, we're going to authorize that. We're going to always connect. Okay, and we are into Genius Yield now. Okay, so let's see if it helps, if that helped out. So let's say we want to take 50 ADA, right? And we want to buy it for the price of 0.2333. Getting these unknown servers here, errors. I'm gonna place that order. Okay, so like I said, we're doing this in real time in a new account with a new wallet that I just started. And so it's just given us a little bit of trouble on it. For some reason, it is not allowing me to do it right now in real time. Okay. And so what we did was we went through the process. Normally, if you refresh, you go over here, you kind of like sometimes check it out, you refresh it. And at this point, what I would do is I'd be in Discord saying, hey, I'm just trying to place an order here and I'm getting an unknown error. What's the deal? And they kind of walk you through it. But for some reason, it just doesn't feel like it is happy with something that we're doing, which is okay because, again, I'd rather have an unknown error here than, have it go through and have something go wrong. 0.2 unknown error. Dang. Okay. Trying to scan myself to try to see what the problem is with it. Let's it's syncing. I don't know what this has to do with. Maybe it's because we're doing this live that it's challenging. Maybe it's syncing up. Collateral's active. Could just be that. It could just be that it's not syncing. See, I just started this wallet right before this video for this channel, and see, this is going from not syncing to syncing. So I wonder if the wallet is actually just taking its time to sync like fully, right? Because I do most of my trading with Lace in my other account, my other wallet, and no issues, obviously, no issues, of course. So sometimes a little refresher goes a long way. So I can help you understand this in real time. Let's try it again. Price 0.2333. Yeah, we got collateral. Could we do 5? Maybe it's because I don't have enough. Could we do 5? Could we do 5 there? We'll take 5 ADA. 0.2. No. Well, it'll be one for the Discord. Yeah. So, boo. Okay. Well, let me just try to explain to you what would happen. So I almost wish I could just bring my other computer over here and show you the orders. I have several orders, right? Tons of experience doing this. And so what would happen is your order would go right here. It would just be right here in the order book. And it might be a while before that order gets filled. And so you can actually go into advanced settings and you could set the start date of your order. It doesn't even have to be like right now, and then an end date, so that you're only putting this order in the order book in this exact time frame, which is a unique feature as well. That is, it's really cool. So that's something you can also do. But that's the issue here. That the issue is that when you're doing this, you're not getting that fill right away. It might take days. It might take months for you to do that. Okay. And so it's just one of those things where you're going to have to put that order in the order book and be patient. Now, what market making is that you can place an order on both sides of the order book. Now, I recommend that you research and do some research on market making. And so what you're essentially doing is you're putting an order here to sell gens for ADA. And at the same time, you're putting an order here somewhere to buy gens with ADA. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're providing liquidity here, and you might take 100 ADA and divide it up into like 5, 5, 5, and you might put several orders up here. See this person here? This guy or gal is, this is probably this person's order also. They're putting several up here, and they might have several down here, right? We don't know, but I'm just saying that what then happens is this person is providing liquidity in the order book such that you could come in and make a trade. And then the more people that are putting limit orders in the order book, the more robust the order book is, the more liquidity is there. And this allows for people to come in and just be a market taker and just go ahead and like take the trade. Okay, because most people aren't going to do the work of providing liquidity because it takes more steps, there's more patience, there's more strategy to it, right? And so I encourage you, if it's within you, if it's in your heart to do it, to look at what market making is, test it out, try it out. On the testnet, I think Genius Yield's testnet's still open, and I have a video on the testnet, on Genius Yield testnet, so you can check that video out as well, and you can look at it and kind of test yourself and try it out on paper where you write it down, write the order book down, write the prices, write this exact order book down on a notebook paper or a document, and then see, like, engineer it yourself. Say, well, what if I sold 100 ADA, and it stinks that it's not working right now because probably I just started this new wallet and it's being a pain in the butt and it's not syncing with everything. It's on mainnet. It's syncing. Gosh. But that's what you do in real time. It's like, it's in real time, like you can see through my other videos that I've done this, that I've created these orders. So now it's like finicky. Now I'm like, oh my God, is it going to work? Let's do 25 ADA, 2 gens. What am I doing wrong? You ask her, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong here? Huh? I'm setting the price 0 point. Come on. 2. Where's it at? 2, 3. Yeah. So now I'd be in Discord, right? I told you, like, what's going on here? All right. Doing a live video. What is the deal? And so check out what market making is. Genius Yield's powerful DEX. Again, it's in its beginning iterations such that you have these unknown errors. And so there's a lot of opportunity for you to talk to the team. What are these unknown errors? Why do they happen? It's normally an issue of collateral. So normally you have collateral here, and I have activated the collateral, which what happens is you set 5 ADA to the side that allows you to interact with these DEXs or DeFi platforms, Web3 space. We're on the main net. We got the collateral. I'm trying to see, is there something I missed? I didn't miss anything else. You can create a support ticket. We got no activity. We just got some tokens here. We got some tokens kind of giving, yeah, see, it's like syncing up. I mean, my Wi-Fi is good. Wi-Fi is great. I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that I'm on Ecamm, which is a live streaming platform, and it's just not taking, it's not allowing me to do it on time. I mean, all my other videos I did, they were pre-recorded videos, and then I edit them and then I put them out. So I can see that might be something. But other than that, I don't understand. I'm refreshing the wallet. We disconnected the wallet. We disconnected this, right? Let me close out Genius Yield completely. Sometimes that stuff works. We're going to try one more time. Okay, we're going to try one more time because I'd like to show you how the order book goes into the order book. Our order goes into the order book. And then I want to set an order that you could see fill and then place another order on the other side of the order book that would then get me more gens than I bought. Okay, so the strategy is that if you're spending 50 ADA to get GENS tokens, right? You're going to get GENS tokens, and then the strategy would be that you're setting a limit order to buy ADA with those GENS, but you would get more than 50 ADA, right? It's simple to understand that, and so that's what you're trying to do. So we're going to go into our settings again. We're going to do one more thing where we're going to deauthorize the app. It's a common practice. You kind of like deauthorize the app. We're going to disconnect that app. All right. Don't have any authorized apps. And I'm going to just create a new window. I'm going to type in like Genius Yield and sort of search it from a previous place. Genius Yield. Oh, that's not the one. Let me see. Let's see if we can launch the app. All right. See how it's like bringing that up? It's bringing it up right away. Could have something to do with Lace too. You know, Lace. See, Lace is also in its beta. So the DApp connector here, see how it says beta? It's not. It's alpha, so it's still working out kinks also. And this is a great community in its own. I talk to Lace Discord community members a lot about some issues, and I'll probably talk about this one. I want to like cancel this. I want to connect the wallet, right? And then I'm going to click Lace and see if it asks me to sign again. So let me see if I authorize this. Let me do once. So yeah, normally it asks you to sign, and because I've already signed it through, like I'm not clearing my cache and all that, could have something to do with it. But here we are, right? We're now authorized, and if I go to Lace, will we be authorized? Let me refresh. Does it authorize? Does not authorize that there right now. Genius Yield DApp, we're connected. We're creating a limit order. Come on, 50. 0.2. Okay, that's it. That's today's video. We're going to be done on this. And what I'm going to do is iron out this little issue, and I'm going to come back with a short video and go through what I'm trying to describe. I'll kind of cut right to the chase and show you how to put an order in this order book such that it'll just execute at a certain price. Then we're going to cancel that order. That was my intention. I was going to cancel that order, take it out of the order book, show you what that's like, because if you're market making, you're going to be canceling lots of orders. There's something that you'll learn if you research market making online, where you're going to go through the Greeks. And this is like there's delta, there's theta, there's gamma. There are these Greek terms that are very common in traditional finance space, where you're a market maker or a trader, options trader, that you should become familiar with. And so you're always moving when the delta changes, because you're also understanding how to mitigate risk and mitigate loss. Because when you're market making and stuff like that, you have to understand what you're doing, because there is the opportunity to lose money. So this isn't like just an easy song and dance. In fact, it is very strategic and very powerful. So you have to know what you're doing, and you're going to be canceling orders a lot. But if you're setting up a market maker bot on the back end and a smart order router on the back end, you can tune these to self-execute when you want them to. Now, you're also probably going to have to be creating several market maker bots to adapt to the change of markets, right? Like if price of GENS goes to like 0.50 ADA here instead of 0.24, you're going to have to change and reorient your positions. And so I wanted to demonstrate canceling an order and then putting an order in the order book that is closer to the asking price here, such that you would see it execute in real time. And then I would place an order above in the order book and that would be how I would be gaining more ADA over time. Okay. And then you can come back and play the game, and you can put the order back down below. And that's kind of like one-sided trading. And so that's what they call one-sided, where you're kind of on one side of the order book, making a trade, go on the other side. But that's extremely risky, because the chances of you winning is over time is very, very low, because you have no idea where the market's going to move. That's why market making is very interesting, where you're placing at the same time orders on both sides of the order book. And so you're taking advantage of the fact that people are going to be executing trades within these price ranges, and you're making a profit on the difference between the bid and the ask. And then you're constantly changing your delta. You're constantly changing. And market making, okay? Market making, go down the rabbit hole. If you're serious about becoming a liquidity provider on Genius Yield, or taking advantage of these UTXOs like they do in centralized exchanges, then the opportunity is grandiose for you right now. It's unfortunate that it couldn't work out for us today during this live video. And if it is because of the live issue, I promise I'll do a video that's not live, that I'll go ahead and edit as fast as I can and get it out to you so that you could see me do that in real time. And I really appreciate and thank you all for watching. Genius Yield is a powerful, powerful DEX, small cap token. That's something to keep in mind about their tokenomics. It's only 100 million of them. It's not that much. It might sound like a lot to you if you're newer to this space, but Cardano has 45 billion tokens, right, in its total supply. So 100 million, not that much. The chances for you to get your hands on some right now are higher. Every single day it gets diminishing and diminishing. Although the emissions are coming out right now a lot in Genius Yield for the next couple of years, eventually the tokens will get scarcer and scarcer. So with that, I wish you a great day. I hope that you learned something from this. I appreciate your patience through this live demonstration. I promise you I'm going to iron out the kinks here and figure it out and get back to you with an update. And until then, I'll see you soon. Stay strong. Have a great day. Thanks.